Ron, he's joining you live.
Yeah, thanks guys very much. Now, for some reason, there doesn't seem to be a lot of interest in Washington in solving this problem. President Obama first said there wasn't much appetite for working on it. And then he said, okay, we'll send in 1,200 troops. Then he said he was too busy to meet with the governor, but as you just heard, he changed his mind and they are going to meet today. So Senator McCAIN joins us. Senator, it's like everything that gets done on this issue by the administration feels like it's being done begrudgingly. Why do you think that is?
You know, I don't know why, Ron, except that maybe there's this disconnect between Washington, D.C. and what's actually happening here in Arizona. I know that the governor will present a strong case as to why we need more border enforcement, surveillance, fencing, personnel. But also maybe we could invite, as I have, administration officials and even the president to come and have a look, to see that we have the Sinaloa cartel, drug cartel, on the other side of our border, which is one of the most vicious, cruel drug cartels in the world that are transporting billions of dollars worth of drugs. It doesn't all stop in Arizona. A lot of it goes on to the rest of the country.
Yeah, now I know you recently made another trip to the border. Boy, you've been down there a lot. Yeah. What'd you learn this time? Was there anything different from previous trips you'd made?
Except that the Border Patrol are doing a magnificent job. They just need more help. They need more personnel. They need better surveillance. For example, our UAVs are not flying during the night hours, and some of those wrinkles that need to be taken care of. And of course, the fence needs to be completed. But it's a combination of personnel, surveillance, and fencing that will and can do the job as it has over in San Diego and in some parts of Texas.
All right, you brought up the fence, so let me just ask you. That seems to be perhaps the most effective way of stopping the flow, but I mean, why won't they build the fence? Or I'll put it in your words. Why won't they build the dang defense?
I don't know, Ron. That was a great phrase. I don't know why. I think, again, it's a lack of appreciation at the working level. If the president could just talk to these incredible Border Patrol agents. I went with Admiral Rennefeld, the head of Northern Command, and it was at a forward operating base. It's out there, very Spartan living that they're in. They're doing a great job. But they, again, the ones who are on the ground working in this incredible heat and difficult circumstances will tell you they need more help.
All right.
You know, and that's the message that doesn't seem to have penetrated. And on the law, I wish the president would read the law, and his Secretary of Homeland Security and the Attorney General. I just wish they read the law.
Well, we know how it works in Washington. A lot of people make public pronouncements on certain issues based on what they think their base wants to hear. But I'm curious, Senator, if at least privately, many in the Senate tell you they do understand what Arizona is dealing with on this problem.
Many do. Many, like Senator Schumer from New York and others, don't know what goes on here. But we did get majority votes. We got 51 votes in the Senate for various measures to improve the border, and they set up a 60-vote barrier. And in the Armed Services Committee, I was able to get a amendment through that mandated 6,000 troops to the border, and they'll have trouble taking that out. And the American people overwhelmingly seem to understand by the polling numbers that we have the right to secure borders.
Well, just one last question. The Justice Department invited a number of police chiefs from around the country to come give input to the Attorney General on their views of dealing with illegal immigration, but it appeared that only police chiefs who were opposed to 1070 were invited, and they went out and made some statements. Some thought it had the look of a political event rather than a Justice Department that really wants to get a broad range of opinions on the issue, like they might get from, say, a Sheriff Joe Arpaio or some of the others. Does it make you question at all whether the Justice Department can be impartial and not political on this issue?
Well, when the Attorney General of the United States says that he might prefer go to court without having read the legislation, I think that's a pretty clear indication. You know, I wish also, though, if the Attorney General Holder really wanted some kind of balance, he would have invited Paul Babu, the head president of the Arizona Sheriff's Association, Larry Deaver down in Cochise County where Rob Krentz was murdered. If he really wanted to get a first-hand and candid opinion about our sheriffs are, I think, about as good as anybody because they deal with it every single day.
Senator John McCAIN, actively involved in what's going on down at the border. We appreciate your time this morning here on Fox 10 Senator.
Thanks, Ron.
Okay.